Hi, I'm Paul. I'm absolutely delighted to be able to show you our brand new ŠKODA Enyaq IV. So, without further ado, let's show you what's underneath. So, I think you'll all agree, it looks absolutely fantastic. ŠKODA UK were really lucky to get Angelica Bell to have one for a short period of time to trial and tell everyone how it fitted into her life, as driving an EV with charging capabilities and range is a thing that most people are concerned about. When Angelica runs through it, I think you'll agree, it makes a compelling story to go for a full-size family electric vehicle. So, we'll now hand over to Angelica Bell to tell you more about it.
Hey everyone, I'm going to be getting the full EV experience by having an Enyaq IV in my life for a couple of days. Now, like so many of us, I'm a beginner when it comes to electric motoring, which makes this all the more exciting.
Together, we'll be getting to grips with the basics. How to think EV, how to plan journeys, how and where you plug in, and all the little things you need to consider when working out whether electric is the right choice for you.
And we'll be doing it all in the amazing Enyaq IV80.
So where do you even start with EV? Just that question alone can be a daunting prospect. When considering electric for the first time, there's definitely a different way of thinking about your motoring needs compared with combustion engine vehicles. It's not difficult, just different. And it starts with selecting the best EV for you. And when you think about it, you would consider all these lifestyle and commuting needs when looking at any new vehicle, be it EV, petrol or diesel. It's just how you apply these considerations to electric vehicles that differs. It's simply a shift in mindset.
Now, the average UK commute is roughly a 25-mile round trip, perfect for home charging, which I've been doing overnight. Most EV owners go for an AC home charging unit. A 7-kilowatt unit charges an Enyaq IV80 from empty to full in just 13 hours, and that goes down to 10 hours for the 60 variant. Now, the charging socket on the Enyaq IV is in exactly the same place you'd expect to find the fuel cap on a petrol or diesel car. You release the fuel cap by pushing on the cover when the car is unlocked, and then it opens. And if you're using the standard Mode 3 charger, as I am here, then it's just a case of plugging it straight in. For security, when you lock your Enyaq IV with your remote key fob, the cable locks in as well, so there's no need to worry about anyone messing around with it or pinching your power. Anyway, that's me all set. I'm off to work. The second option for fast charging is the units you see in many public places now: town car parks, supermarkets, cinemas, retail parks, and outside workplaces like here. Now, I know I've got a long trip tomorrow and I need to be away early, so I've decided to top up my Enyaq IV whilst working here today. AC fast chargers like these vary between 7 to 22 kilowatts, which has an impact on charge times. But remember, most of the time you're not plugging in on an empty battery. For every hour I'm plugged into a 22 kilowatt charger, I'd get around 60 miles of range back. Now, the vast majority of fast charger connectors in the UK are Type 2, which is exactly what comes as standard with the Enyaq IV. And with all AC charging, it's just a case of paying, plugging it in, locking your car, and going about your day. And this is a key point you immediately discover with EV. Charging is not like refueling. You're rarely waiting for it to happen because you're always doing something else. Then, when you're finished what you're doing, your Enyaq IV is ready to go. In a way, it's like your mobile phone. You regularly top up the battery whilst doing other stuff. And once you get into that mindset, it slots right into your day. I'm traveling a long distance today, but I'm all set. I topped up yesterday. I'm on a fully charged battery.
and I'm setting off early. But the thing is, I know I'm going to need to charge at some point on this journey. And that's where rapid charging comes into play. These chargers are so powerful, you only really find them at places like motorway service stations and specific public areas. So to remove any charging anxieties, you plan it by using ŠKODA Connect to locate and select a rapid charging point available en route. I've gone for Moto Rugby, which conveniently has more ultra-rapid EV chargers than anywhere else on the UK motorway network.
For rapid charging, no need to get my cable out because all rapid chargers have a cable attached to the charging unit. The connector for rapid charging does differ from AC charging. You need to lift this flap and find 2 additional DC ports. It's these 2 points that transfer the DC current into the battery and charge it from 20 to 80% in just over half an hour. It's that quick because this particular Enyaq IV80 model has the added option of taking a rapid charge of up to 125 kilowatts. That's a massive consideration when looking at any EV. You can go for a big battery, but if the charge time isn't taking full advantage of rapid chargers, is it the right configuration for you? Why 80%? Well, as with any rechargeable battery, the charge slows down after reaching 80% to protect its longevity. There's nothing to stop recharging to maximum capacity, of course. It'll just take a little bit longer. Now this says 35 minutes, which is perfect. Time for me to stretch my legs, use the ladies and grab a coffee. And all while my charging needs are taken care of. The noticeable difference with the EV is the driving. The Enyaq IV is really quiet, as you can hear. It's responsive and smooth, and it's a lovely drive. It really is intelligent driving and so easy to get used to, and that's what driving should be all about. Spending a couple of days with the Enyaq IV has been an eye-opener. All those little questions that play on people's minds before experiencing an EV have been resolved. And what's left is a car that slots neatly into your world. You just got to shift your mindset. But what you get in return is the next logical step in motoring. It kind of calls into question how you've always driven before. And to learn that in the Enyaq IV has been a real treat.
So I hope you enjoyed that. It really gave me an insight into the vehicle and how living with it day to day would really work. If you'd like any more information, please feel free to give us a call or drop us an email. We'll be more than happy to invite you down to the showroom to show you the showroom car and let you take the car for a test drive to see what you think. Our sales manager Dave Ward at RRG ŠKODA Bolton will be more than happy to speak to you further.